Miami. Randy Shannon and the Hurricanes trying to finish on a positive note early in the fourth quarter. Here goes Storm Johnson, Mark.
Oh, terrific blocking right up the gut. That's where you want to have it, point A to point B, and he makes a great cut right here. They're not going to catch him. Storm Jackson is going to take it to Storm.
Storm Johnson made it 14-10 Miami. 14 seconds to go, tied at 17. Ja'Cory Harris came into this game. Stephen Morris was pulled, and this has been Harris's problem. They were close to field goal range. He threw a bad interception. Game goes to overtime. In overtime, Canes kicked a field goal. Bobby Eveld in after B.J. Daniels got banged up. He hit Joel Miller.
Oh, just a beautiful throw here, but a better catch. They had to review it to make sure he caught it.
And then on the next play, Demetris Murray pushes his way in, and South Florida wins it 23-20 over Miami. Years ago, that's working out beautifully. The Mad Hatter. Remember when the Mad Hatter was under fire, Les Miles? All of a sudden, Les Miles is a hero. Ryan Mallett fires one in there to Kobe Hamilton, and here he goes.
Only a legend could make this pass right on the money. It's a dart to the sidelines, and Kobe Hamilton takes it all the way 85 yards for the score.
Who calls him a legend?
Well, he does.
Oh, that's right. Arkansas 14-7. It's getting late in the first half. Stephen Ridley goes in. Tied at 14. Now 6 seconds to go. 6 seconds. You just saw Mallett go to Kobe Hamilton for 85 yards. Lou, there's 6 seconds. You got to stop him from going 80.
This should never happen. Never in 100 years should that ever happen. But you know what? It did happen, and that's why they played the game for the entire 60 minutes and not 59 minutes and 54 seconds.
A couple LSU players collided on that. Morris Claiborne collides with Carnell Hatcher as they were both trying to make a play on Hamilton. Claiborne was on the ground after a play. He eventually walked off under his own power, and Arkansas took the lead to the break. Now it's 21-20. Mallett again, this time to Joe Adams.
Okay, I may agree with Ryan Mallett. This is a legend throw right here. He gets enough air into the ball. What a perfect pass. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Look at this stutter step move from
Yeah, but it's a 4th and 3.
That's true.
4th and 3. They either complete it or else LSU takes over.
Under a minute to go. LSU down 31-23, down to one final drive. He fumbled to Jordan Jefferson. Whoop, pick, sue it. 31-23. Arkansas wins its settle the Big 12 South one way or the other. If the Pokes win it, they would win the thing outright. Landry Jones had some trouble throwing the ball to orange shirts in the first half. Sean Lewis.
Well, it was a bad decision by him, but that was one thing about Oklahoma. They came to win the football game and to make plays.
Sean Lewis, the pick six, that cut it to 14-10. Later in the second, a roughing the kicker penalty extended a Sooner drive, and Jones to Cameron Kenny, foreshadowing you will hear much more about him later. 21-10. Later in the second, terrific play. This might be the best defensive player, at least the most athletic one I've seen this year, guys. Broderick Brown knows he's out of bounds, so he bats it to his teammate Sean Lewis.
Oh, outstanding athleticism and outstanding heady play. What a terrific job. Take a look at this, Coach.
Oh, that's incredible. But this game was one of those, hold on to your hat, folks. One of us fixing to score.
But, Lou, have you ever had a defender do anything like this?
I didn't even have a guy touch the ball.
That's amazing.
Broderick Brown, what a great play. Landry Jones, 3 interceptions in the first half. Sooners still up by 7. Brandon Weeden, Josh Cooper over the middle. 20-yard touchdown. We're tied at 24. What was that Lou said? Hold on. Somebody's about to score.
That's it.
The fourth quarter, somebody was scoring like every 10 seconds, it seemed like. Brandon Weeden has his pass deflected. Another great defensive play, Austin Box. But the Sooners only kick a field goal. 9-point game after Oklahoma State scored. Did I mention, Mark, we would hear from Cameron Kenny again?
Yes, you did. Terrific job here by Kenny. He's just going to use his speed. 86 yards into the score for the Sooners.
That came on 3rd down. Tremendous play by Kenny, and Oklahoma seemingly has it salted away.
It's over, right?
Well, until they kicked off to Justin Gilbert. There he goes.
Gilbert, how many safeties, Coach?
There's only one safety.
So what happens when they have one safety?
Then there's 6 points.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Just like that. 40-38. So now the Sooners having to work against the clock, and Jones does it again. It's James Hanna for 76 yards.
Wide open, gets by the defense. Defense wasn't alert on that play, but what a smart call by the Oklahoma staff to go after that play and go for it all.
Joe Paterno had never lost to the Spartans in Happy Valley. Last time Penn State had lost to Michigan State at home. Rip Engel was the head coach a year before Joe took over. Fourth quarter, Nittany Lions down 21-3. Matt McGloin, see where the eyes looking to the left side of the field. Everybody goes left. McGloin goes back the other way. Joe Suey. Penn State down 21-10. Later in the fourth, Keith Nickel, the former quarterback, is in at quarterback. He usually plays receiver. Here he finds Charlie Gantt.
Oh, terrific job by the quarterback of rolling out. No one puts pressure on him, fires a dart for the touchdown.
Michigan State thinks they're cruising 28-10, but now it's 28-16. McGloin trying to bring his team back. Picked off by Trenton Robinson. What should he do, Lou?
Should take a knee, but he wants to show everybody how hard he can run without the ball.
Well, the problem was Derek Moy took it away from him. This is a great strip and tremendous effort by Moy. So he did all that work. Shouldn't he get a chance to have his quarterback throw it to him?
Well, that's exactly what happens. He looks for it, he comes back, makes a nice move, catches the ball.
2-point conversion unsuccessful. Penn State 1 or 2 didn't matter. They needed another touchdown after the onside kick attempt, and they did not get it. Michigan State on the banks of the old Red Cedar. There's a school that's known to all whose specialty is winning 11 games and getting a share of the Big Ten title. Ohio State also wanted a share. They also wanted to hammer Michigan for the 7th straight time. Terrell Pryor and the Bucks and those scarlet jerseys and helmets, gray pants, Denard Robinson. This has been really a problem mark for Michigan at times in the second half of the season.
He needs to protect that football. That ball must be riveted to the rib cage.
Buckeyes recover. Ohio State up 3-0. First and goal on the 7. Now, got a trips formation. Only 2 Michigan defensive backs there, so somebody's open. It wasn't necessarily the guy who was wide open. Sonsenbacher caught it anyway. And then here's the play that really turned the game around, Lou. Jordan Hall.
Well, after Michigan drove the length of the field for a touchdown, Jordan Hall just runs it back. He gets some great blocking. He gets some help from Michigan with poor tackling.
Well, you saw the tremendous block from Jamal Berry, by the way. 17-7, Buckeyes rolling. Next possession. And check out Michigan defensive end Craig Rowe. He's got a great path to Pryor, but boy, you just can't get to him sometimes, DeVier Posey.
Now when he runs a 4-3-40 and DeVier Posey finishes the playoff, dives into the end zone, what a great play between quarterback and wide receiver.
Pryor threw for 220, couple of touchdowns. Rodriguez not happy with his defensive coordinator. Greg Robinson not happy with his defense. And here goes Boom Herron.
Boom!
175 yards and a touch, 37-7. Ohio State wins a share of the title for the 6th straight year. They beat Michigan for the 7th straight year. So Wisconsin had the edge in the BCS standings, taking on Northwestern, trying to win a share of the Big Ten for the first time since 1999. Lou, there goes Monty Ball.
Well, just great blocking. But what really impressed you, look at the downfield effort by the big, heavy lineman.
And what a great defensive performance by a defensive lineman, Mark J.J. Watt for the Badgers.
Oh, he had a motor that wouldn't quit today. He was all over the field. Here he beats the right tackle on the edge, swats the ball. Now keep an eye on big old 99 here. He just beats the tackle to the inside, beating him like a yard dog. Runs down the field, strips the quarterback of the ball. Terrific effort the entire day long.
Wisconsin forced 7 turnovers. Watt forced 2 fumbles, forced an interception, blocked an extra point. Scott Tolzien to Lance Kendricks, who did get a little nicked up in this one. Wisconsin 35-10. Ball would score 4 touchdowns, went for $178. And by the way, for the record, Wisconsin did take a knee late inside the Northwestern 10. They could have scored more, but for the 3rd time this season, they put 70 or more on the board. They had 70 against Northwestern, 70-23. Look out, Brett Bielema.
Should have thrown it on some of the players.
Coach, not a good performance from Urban's team. What's wrong with them?
Well, this entire year they've had problems. Offensively, they've never been the same since Dan Mullen left to go to Mississippi State. You see the great job he's done there. They don't know what their identity is. They play 3 different quarterbacks. I don't know. I know Urban Meyer's a great coach. He's got to look at the coordinator and position coaches very strongly.
And as a result of the struggles on offense, Florida State had a 10-7 lead. Urban resorted to the fake punt. In his career at Florida, he'd been 8 for 8 in fake punts. Not anymore. Chaz Henry stopped. Ensuing possession, Christian Ponder to Rodney Smith.
Terrific job of standing tall in the pocket, but puts a lot of air into this ball and hits the receiver in stride for the Seminoles.
Now, Urban had never lost to Florida State since he arrived in Gainesville. That would change on this day. Ponder to Willie Halstead. Ponder 16-24, 232 yards and 3 touchdowns, 31-7. A complete beatdown by the Seminoles of the Gators. Notre Dame had lost 8 straight against USC. Brian Kelly trying to turn that around. 4th quarter, Irish down by 3. Robert Hughes.
Oh, just good, strong, physical run. Notre Dame just beat them up front.
Mitch Mustaine got the start. First time he'd started since he was a Razorback in 06. First play of the drive. Oh, Brandon Carswell, Mark. He had all kinds of room.
Hit him in the wrong place in his hands.
Well, 4 plays later, Mustaine, He might not look sharp all the time, but you just can't do it much better than that. Ronald Johnson just flat dropped it. He would have scored. He would have put USC on top. 44 seconds to go. This time Mustaine's going to be picked off by Harrison Smith, and Brian Kelly becomes the first Irish coach since Lou Holtz beat SC in his first try. This will probably put Notre Dame in the Champs Sports Bowl. USC, of course, not going bowling. Washington has to win out to go bowling. Cal had to win this game if they wanted to go to the postseason. Jake Locker in a 3-0 game, showing off that arm strength. Going to be a little deflective, but DeAndre Goodwin's got it.
Terrific job of concentration by DeAndre Goodwin to take it over the defender and keep the ball, takes it in for the score, 80 yards on the touchdown.
Later in the third, Washington at 3rd and 20, still holding that 7-3 lead, and Jake's had some rib problems. That didn't cause the fumble. Cameron Jordan scoop and score. Sturdy Golden Bears on top 10-7. Washington down 13-10. Locker, who came back for his senior year largely to try to get the Huskies to a bowl. Jermaine Kearse, 46-yard. Huskies on the Cal 20. 90 seconds to go. 2nd and goal from the 1. Locker, great runner, strong kid, can't get it in. 3rd and goal, still can't get it in. Okay, UW calls the timeout. What do you think Sark's going to do?
Oh, don't you kick the field goal and go over overtime?
Not when you're 4 and 6. Chris Polk, touchdown. Bow down to Washington. They win the Apple Cup. They will go bowling. 16-13 the final. Cal will not go to a bowl for the first time since Tedford's first season in 2002. South Carolina and Clemson. Little stat on the head ball coach. When he was at Florida, they played Florida State before he went to the SEC championship game. 1-5-1. A little bit of a physical game as Dawson Zimmerman got laid out by D.L. Moore. One of those 1-5-1s you see Clemson messing up the snap was the choke at the dope game, too, when they had a 31-3 lead with 12 minutes left and lost it. South Carolina would wake up and control this game. Lose Stephen Garcia, Alshon Jeffrey.
Alshon Jeffrey, he is such a talented receiver, 6'5", and Garcia is the most underrated quarterback in the SEC.
And Kyle Parker throws the pick 6, Mark.
Kyle Parker, ill-advised pass right there. I think he's probably thinking about, that baseball contract I was offered?
Antonio Allen scores it, 29-7. Gamecocks win it. Holy war, maybe some unholy utterances prior to the game. Utah was held scoreless through 3 quarters, and BYU had a 13-3 lead in the 4th. Jordan went to Devontae Christopher. What a great play, Mark.
Oh, terrific job. Goes over the defender, tips the ball up. Look at the athleticism and the concentration. Nice job by Devontae Christopher.
Now Utes closed to within 3. BYU got in a field goal, 16-10. BYU forced the punt. It hits B.J. Peterson. Utes recover. They have the ball in Cougar territory, but on the very next play, Wynn would be picked off by Brandon Bradley. But much like what we saw in the Michigan State-Penn State game, Bradley would fumble, and Utah gets it back. But, Lou, I want you to look at this again. Should this be a fumble? Look where his knee is.
Well, he was down. I don't know why the replay did not catch it.
He did not reverse the call. Later in the drive, Matt Asiata, Utah takes its first lead of the game, 17-16. 4 seconds to play, 42 yards out. Mitch Payne for the win. Blocked by Brandon Burton. And the Utes hang on, and they'll get the Beehive boot, which, by the way, also involves Utah State. 17-16, Utah, another 10-win season. They're off to the Pac-12. BYU's going to become an independent in football. Iowa and Minnesota, they play for Floyd of Rosedale. It's a big, giant bronze pig. Used to be a real pig. That was a long time ago. Ricky Stanzi, Marvin McNutt, Lou.
Well, just a fine slant pass there. Puts Iowa up 24-20 in the 4th quarter. Adam
Weber looking for DeJohn McKnight. Well covered, makes a great catch to pick up 40. Under 5 minutes to go, DeJuan Bennett, Mark.
And DeJuan Bennett does a terrific job here following his lead blocker. Look at that big offensive lineman getting there and block 2.
Minnesota with a 27-24 lead, ensuing possession. Here comes Marcus Coker, the freshman. Now watch, he's got the ball in the wrong hand. He's trying to change, and as he does, hit by Troy Stoudemire. I did not think that Minnesota could win the Floyd of Rosedale, but they do. Jeff Horton gets another win. Of course, Tim Brewster was fired during the season. 27-24 Minnesota. Another rivalry game, Egg Bowl. Dan Mullen won't even say Ole Miss. Come on, Dan, say it. Ole Miss. Ole Miss. Rebels. Say it, Dan. He can say whatever he wants to, and Chris Ralph finds Ladarius Perkins, and he'll go 70 mark.
Outstanding job of execution on the screen. Great blocking by the receivers downfield, but it was set up by the offensive lineman. Terrific job. 70 yards, takes it down to the 10.
Perkins had 319 all-purpose yards, but Jeremiah Masoli brings the Right Reverend's crew back. That cut it to 31-23 to Jamez Logan. Last chance for Ole Miss. Masoli gets in trouble, tries to scramble. And last year it was an upset when Mullen and the Dogs won the Egg Bowl. This time they're expected to 8-4. Dogs going bowling. It'll be a good one, and they'll take the Egg back to Stark Vegas. Georgia and Georgia Tech, clean, old-fashioned hate. That's what they call this rivalry. Tech down 35-28. Anthony Allen goes in for the touchdown, but Tech missed the point after. Later in the fourth quarter, how about some strategy from Paul Johnson? Lou, he's going to let him score.
He's going to let him score. It's the only chance he has, and he's now down by 8. That means that if he gets the ball back, now he has a chance to score and go for 2 and tie it up, maybe go into overtime.
But the Dog defense was able to hold, and Georgia wins it 42-34. In the process, the Dogs become bowl eligible, and Tennessee gets that precious 6th victory so that the Volunteers can go bowling. Kentucky's also bowl eligible. In fact, the only 2 teams in the SEC not bowl eligible, Vanderbilt and Ole Miss. Stop on NC State. NC State, if they could beat Maryland, would go to the ACC championship game. But Danny O'Brien and Torrey Smith had a huge game together, Mark.
And a terrific job of running left, squaring your shoulders, and throwing right. But he threads the needle here and throws this ball in the perfect position, the only way his wide receiver could get it.
O'Brien to Smith again, and Maryland, once down 14-0 in this game, had a big lead up 14, 31-17, and now O'Brien up top to Smith again.
Well, this is 14 receptions for Smith during this game, 224 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's impressive.
That's helmet sticker worthy, and Gary Williams would even like the slam dunk. 38-17, 4th and goal. NC State rallying, trying to save itself. Russell Wilson scores. They're down just by 2 touchdowns. NC State got to go for the onside kick under 3 minutes to go. Brandon Bishop, well, he gets it. Wolfpack still alive. Ensuing drive, just under 90 seconds to go. Wilson find James Washington out of the backfield. Good ball play drawn up by Dana Bible. 38-31. Wolfpack still in it. Failed onside kick attempt, but they had their timeouts. Great clock management by Tom O'Brien. So 4th and 1, Friedgen goes for it. If you could believe that yellow line, he didn't come close, but you see the line is a good half yard off, and probably by a millimeter, by a pebble on the grain of the football. NC State's heart is broken. Maryland wins it. He's taking on Cincinnati. Pick it up in the second. The Con up 17-10. The pride of Steubenville, pride of the Big Red, Zach Collaris, picked up by Kendall Reyes. And there he goes, Lou.
89 yards for a touchdown. He's rumbling, registered 5 on the rectometer.
Oh, but you see Lawrence Wilson, the senior linebacker, terrific player, got called for a little block in the back. Not even sure he really needed it. And Isaiah Peed, Randy Edsall displeased with the call. UConn takes over the Bearcat 15. Jordan Todman made sure that Randy's blood pressure went back to normal. Huskies up by 14 at the half. Under 4 minutes to go. Here goes Jordan Todman.
He's been outstanding the entire season long. Does a terrific job here. It's clogged up in the middle, takes it to the outside, scores a touchdown.
UConn wins it 38-17. Todman goes